Today, we're diving into a year so bleak, it makes a Monday morning feel like a day at the beach. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about our favorite earth-stomping phenomenon, volcanic eruptions. In 536 AD, a massive eruption in Iceland blasted so much ash into the atmosphere that it caused a worldwide case of the blues, like a global existential crisis but with more gloom. Historians describe it as the year without a summer. The sun was so obscured that folks were like, "Is it noon or midnight? I can't tell." People literally reported seeing no shadows at noon. And just to keep things interesting, temperatures dropped by about 2 to 4 degrees Fahrenheit across much of the northern hemisphere. Crops failed, and food became as scarce as a polite comment at a family gathering. So, if you thought 2020 was bad, just remember, at least we had snacks. Next on our delightful list, famine. With crops refusing to grow and the sun apparently on an extended vacation, food shortages became the hot new trend. Farmers looked at their fields and thought, "This isn't what I signed up for." It's like they were playing a game of agricultural roulette, only spoiler alert, everyone lost. Imagine waking up to a breakfast of nothing. It's like the ultimate bad dream where the fridge is empty and there's no delivery service in sight. People were reportedly starving, leading to chaos and a general mood of despair. And if that wasn't enough, here comes the cherry on top, the bubonic plague. That's right. By 541 AD, just a few years after our disaster year, the plague decided to crash the party like an uninvited guest. Estimates suggest that it wiped out between one-third to half of the population in the Byzantine Empire. They were already dealing with darkness and famine, and now they had to contend with a plague? It's like the universe was playing a cosmic game of Jenga, and it was all coming down. You couldn't step outside without wondering if you'd catch something worse than a cold. With starvation and disease rampant, the populace was not exactly in a party mood. Riots and social chaos broke out as people began to blame each other for their misfortunes. The government? They were just trying to figure out how to keep things together while their constituents were throwing their hands in the air like they just didn't care. Because honestly, who would in a year like 536 AD? So, to sum it up, 536 AD was a volcanic mess of shadows, starvation, plague, and societal breakdown. If you ever feel like your year is going poorly, just remember, at least you're not living in 536. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.